So I'm gonna roll into a couple of games. See how we do. So my deck of choice is Blazing Volcano, which is one of the newest ones. The basic premise behind this deck is it wants to get Entei out. And it wants Entei to be backed up, usually by Macargo, who is over here this way. Because Macargo has an ability that lets you move a card in your deck. Just pick one and put it on the top. And then Entei's attack, Eruption, discards the top card of your deck and the top card of your opponent's deck. And if you discard an energy card that way, it does a hell of a lot more damage. So you want to be setting up the top card to be energy, using that, discarding it, and then you ideally also want Blaziken to be sitting on your bench, using this ability to pull that energy, if it's fire, out of the discard pile again, and putting it on somebody else on your bench. And Heracross works well with having Blaziken present, because then this attack does 120 damage instead of 30, which is crazy. Let's see who fancies challenging the Calibur today. Oh yes. The true Luke Mac! I have never played against this deck before. It seems to be themed around Kyogre, if the box art and the coin are anything to go by. Well, this is going to be an interesting experiment, isn't it? I don't know. I do not know what to expect. Actually, that's a lie. I know two things I can expect. Kyogre and probably a bunch of other water types. Let's go first. I don't know if there's an inherent advantage or not to going first, because you're not allowed to attack, but... Oh. Not a good start. Gotta take a mulligan, which means my opponent will get to draw an additional card at the start, which is bad and makes me sad. Also, all water-themed deck against fire could be problematic. It doesn't make it unwinnable, but it does make some of your matchups much tougher, because obviously you're taking double damage from a lot of things. Alright, so let's mulligan. Give me stuff! Give me things. That is much better. Okay, I only have to take one, so they're only getting one card. So that's alright. Okay, so what I want to do here is I've got a Torchic already ready to start building up into Blaziken, and I've got a Houndour, or Houndour, however you want to say it, to start me off, and one of his attacks is just card draw, so he's a great one to just lead you. We can start building up Torchic, but I'm not going to put Shuckle on the bench, because Shuckle's ability only works when you play it from your hand during your turn, not before the game. So he stays where he is. I'll be placing him in my first turn, but that's why you hang on to him. So we'll play Shuckle now. So that will trigger his ability, Fresh Squeezed, which allows you to take 3 energy cards from your deck and dump them in your discard pile, which seems mental. But then you remember you've got Blaziken to pull things out of there, and Shuckle's own attack will also allow you to pull energy out of there. You generally won't need to put Shuckle up front, but if you do, the option is there. Okay, so now what we want to do, we want to stick a Fire Energy on Houndour, ready to start. I don't want to use an Ultra Ball because you have to discard cards to do so, and I don't want to discard any of these just at the moment. This is useless to me because it heals you, and I'm not damaged, but I am going to play Tantalizer, because that shuffles your hand into your deck, if you like, and draws 5 freshies. So it doesn't get rid of these cards, I don't need them right now. Alright, that's great. Actually, that's fantastic. That's a fantastic draw right there. And then my opponent quit. Well, alright then. Alright, let's play again. Let's do it. Alright, this deck I have seen before. It features Rockruff and... Shit, what does that thing evolve into? It's like Light Can Rock or something. He's got a lot of high damaging attacks based on you having a lot of benched Pokemon. Right, well, we've got Smeargle, who's a good starting one. So let's bung him out front. And then we'll put the other two on the bench. We've got Entei right away, which is nice. And we've got Torchic and Blaziken in hand. So we just need Combusken now. So these supporter cards, you can only play one of in a turn because they're very powerful abilities. I need energy cards right now, but I can't attack, so I don't need them immediately. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play one to just draw. Draw 3, discard 1. What don't I need? I don't really need Copycat, because now I have more cards than him, so I'm going to discard that. Okay, cool. So then we'll pop a Fire Energy onto Smeargle. So he's ready to do stuff next turn, and we'll play Shuckle. Same as last time. You just want to play him rather than have him on your bench to start with. So we'll just bung a bunch of Fire Energy in there. What you got for me, Blue Cat 12? The 12th of his line, the 12th of his name. Interesting. So yeah, this deck's premise is to get both Lycanroc and Dusk Noir set up. If I can take either of those out before they get to full strength, that would be fantastic. At the moment, he seems to be running it reasonably slow. Solrock has card draw as an attack, and you get 2. It's bonkers good. Alright then. Now what do we want to do? I really need me a combustion. Yes, indeed I do. Okay, here's an idea. If I pop this grass energy on Shuckle, my boy, instead of using any of Smeagol's attacks, I'm actually going to pull him out again and swap him in for Shuckle. Fire energy goes in the discard pile, which is where I can get it back from, but also I can now use his attack to pull 2 energy cards out of the discard pile and put them on anyone I like, in any way I like. Let's start powering up my boy Entei, why not? And I don't really care now if Shuckle dies, because he's done what he needed to do. Get some fire energy into the discard pile ready for me to pull with Blaziken and his own attack, and at least use that attack once. So he's good to go. I can let him die quite happily. So next turn, ideally I want to be drawing fire energy, or energy of some flavour, to put on Entei ready to start murdering. But if I don't, not the end of the world, I can use energy drink to get it for the following turn. And there's Combustion. So next turn we'll have Blaziken ready to start pulling more fire energy out of the discard pile. Neat. And yeah, we didn't draw any energy. I could use this to get some more cards and hopefully get some. But I never like to waste this card because it gets you extra damage on your attacks. So I don't necessarily need at the moment. What, how many... Okay, there's 2 fires in there. So Blaziken can pretty much handle that. I could switch and get Entei going now. I think I probably should. I need to start ramping up my attack here. So yeah, alright, let's pull Shuckle out with a retreat. Switch Entei in. Because he's still got another attack. His main one is 3, but he can still use one at 2. Let's do some maths here quick. So 20 plus burn, that's 40. If I increase that by another 20, that would be 60. And then I can kill him the following turn. So it actually makes sense to use this now. Because it benefits me in a significant way. Plus I drew energy, which is always nice. And I have Houndoom in hand, so I can fucking set that up as well. Yeah, awesome. So if we put the grass energy now on Entei, and I use Eruption, it doesn't matter whether either of us have a discarded energy or not, it'll still do enough damage to kill his Solrock. And then it'll start putting the pressure on him to get his shit together before I wipe him off the board. And the fire energy in my discard pile is not a bad thing, because I can just pull it out of there with Blaziken. See? Getting the engine set up nice and early. And at the moment, he's not got his motoring very fast at all. It's good. It's a real good time. I'm having a good game around here. Making him use his rescue stretcher for a piece of garbage. Actually, I lie. Salazzle's really fucking good. If he has it in hand, though, he can't use it yet. It's another Rockruff to be worried about. And he's going to be bunging a few more things on the bench in a minute. But yeah, I feel like he's buying time for his Rockruff / Lycanrocs now. Because he's throwing away Duskull. Because he knows I'm going to kill it in one hit. Whether I get the energy thing or not. So he's given up on this Duskull. He's going to try and set up Dusk Noir with the other one. Right in the Sunrock. Yes, indeed. But yeah, now I would say the pressure is definitely on my opponent. Because I've taken an aggressive early stance. And I'm getting everything working out nicely. So here comes Blaziken. Whoop, 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 whoop. And here comes Houndoom. Double whoop, 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 whoop. So Houndoom is cool because he has a search for a card you want attack. And if you have more cards in hand than your opponent, this attack does 130 damage, which is a lot. So, let's start pulling that fire energy out from the Nightmare Zone. From the Sadness Zone. We'll put some on Houndoom just so he's ready to go. He only needs 2. It's fantastic efficiency there. And now that we have Blaziken, Heracross can go on the bench because I would very much like to pull a grass energy. Then he's throwing 120 damage around like it ain't no thing. So, Houndoom's up to strength. He's ready to go. Entei is going to fucking murder this Duskull regardless of what happens. Eruption for the murder out. There goes some grass energy. Wah wah. So Firestarter's Blaziken's ability only lets you take fire energy out of the discard pile. So you can't get the green one. Why is the Duskull dabbing? Is that what that is? I don't think it is. I think he's just kind of being a spookingdom. Who knows? Shit. Salazzle's a really good card. It only needs 1 energy to do anything, and both of its attacks are amazing. And it has a lot of health as well. That's gonna cause some issues. But he's going for card search instead of poison, which suggests to me that he does not have the things he wants in his hand right now. Presumably Lichen Rock. Oh, hey, there's the grass energy. Nice one. Alright, well, let's get that set up then. Twisted Firestarter! Pull in that fire! Put it on Heracross. Whoosh. And then put the grass on him as well. So he's ready now to throw out 120 damage. If something happens to Entei or I need to pull Entei out. Being able to pull fire energy out of your discard pile with Blaziken gives you a lot more freedom to use retreats. Even the expensive ones. So if I retreat now, switch for Heracross, I'll discard both the fires, but then with Blaziken I can start pulling them back almost immediately. In fact, pretty much immediately. I already did it this turn. Not immediately then! The main reason I'm doing that is because Entei's attack might not kill Salazzle. I would need there to be an energy card in one of our discards. And I have no control over that yet, so I can't guarantee it. What I can do, though, is guarantee killing him with this. Whack. Again, just keep the pressure on my opponent and try and stop him getting his shit together and set up ready to kill me with. Because, Dusknoir and Lichen Rock, very scary when they've got all their shit together. He must have Lichen Rock in hand. That is the only reason he would send this out. Badoosh. So yeah, Lichen Rock does many damages, as you can see. He's got a 100 damage attack, and he's also got an attack that does more damage for each opponent's bench Pokemon, which in this case is most of them. So he's going to be doing a lot of damage to me. I'm not sure if he can kill Heracross in one shot, or not. I hadn't done the maths on that. He can, okay. Yeah, because that's 120 with 5 benched Pokemon. That's fine. That's not a problem. It's a little bit of a problem. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to send out... Oh, shit. Actually, do I need to send out Houndoom right now? He'll die in one hit, whereas Blaziken won't. Blaziken's harder to pull back, though. Because I don't want to send out Entei, because then I won't be able to use Firestarter to put energy on him. It needs to be a benched Pokemon. So now might be the time to sacrifice Smeargle to buy myself some time. Because Smeargle is useless now. He's fodder. I can throw him away and not really care. I've got the prize advantage, so I've got the freedom to do that, really. So yeah, I can go Firestarter, pull another fire out of there, stick it on my boy Entei. Whoop whoop! And then I can put another one directly on him. Now he's immediately ready again, without needing to fuck about. And if I wanted to, I could use this to bring Heracross back, but I'm not going to because he needs grass energy, and there's only so much of that in the deck in the first place. Yes, he said hello to me. I should probably respond in kind. So I'm just going to play this. Whoops. No, didn't want to do that. I'm going to play my TV reporter. I need some more cards here, just to give me some more options. What can I safely discard? Probably this. I don't see myself needing it. It's not the kind of deck which does status to you all that much. The Nest Ball, though, I will use to get a Slugma, if he's in there. I want myself a lava slug. Gonna evolve that shit. Okay, I fucked up. That's fine. Lyrics are hard. So yeah, Macargo is kind of what powers the Entei engine, ultimately, to make it able to do its maximum damage every turn. Having Entei, Blaziken, and Macargo all on the board is the ideal state for this deck. It's amazing time. So now, hopefully, he's gonna kill me, kill Smeargle with that Lichen Rock. Then I'm gonna bring out Entei, kill him back, because I can make sure it does the full damage. Chances are then he'll bring out that other Lichen Rock, but he won't be able to kill Entei in one shot with it. And then I can kill him in one shot, and then he's, as far as I can tell, out of power options. So basically things are good right now. I'm happy with how this is going. This is kind of textbook how this deck works, really. So let's get ourselves Macargo. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And we can start putting energy on Blaziken now, because although Blaziken's attack isn't ideal, it's still very powerful. So having it ready to use is always good. Because Blaziken has mucho health. So you can throw him in, take a hit with something, and then fucking murder. Always fun. So now what we want to be doing, I'm going to save this for when I need it, because I don't need cards right now. So yeah, Makago's ability. We choose the card to go on the top of our deck. That is going to be a fire energy. So now that guarantees that Eruption will do enough damage to kill him in one shot. Because my top card is an energy, and I'm about to discard it and do extra damage with it. And it also gets rid of another card from your opponent, which always helps. Boop! Probably won't need that now, but it's there. So now I suspect, yeah, his other Lycanroc comes out. If he's got another energy, fine. If he doesn't, also fine. He won't be able to kill Entei in one hit, regardless of what he does. Unless he has that. Oh, balls! Didn't plan for that. Did not plan for that. Alright. Not to worry. I have a contingency plan. Prepare yourself. Contingency plan. It's coming. It's real. Don't doubt me. Yeah, Malamar's not a particularly good attacker, so I don't need to worry too much about that. Okay, so now if he uses Accelerock, his 100 damage attack, it will kill me. No, it won't. What am I talking about? Actually, I don't think he will kill me with that damage boost. Now that I think about it. Dangerous Rogue is only doing 100. So actually, no, I don't need to worry. He was using it for the card draw. I'm still fine. I don't even need my contingency plan. Which, by the way, was to use my rescue stretcher to immediately get Entei back out of the discard pile, and then using Firestarter to start getting energy on him immediately. And then my opponent quits because he knows he's done. Booyah! MalusCalibur, the Pokemon TGC Pro. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but thanks.